Sound check. 1, 2, sound check. Good morning, guys. I'm just waiting for a few more people to jump on and get the live notification, and we'll start. I'll be pretty brief this morning. So like I said, Happy New Year, everybody. Just wait for a few more people to get the live notification, and we'll get to it. Hope everyone is having a good Saturday morning. The Barn Cats is scoping out all the stuff in the ring today. All right, good deal. Looks like people are getting the live notification, so I will go ahead and get this started. Good morning, everyone. It's Bridget with Horse Auctions USA. Happy New Year. Coming to you live from Shamrock Livestock Market in O'Neill, Nebraska for our horse and tack sale. This sale date and time has moved. We are now on the first Saturday monthly. So again, Shamrock Livestock, O'Neill, Nebraska, horse and tack sale. Good morning, Horse Whisper. Good morning. The reason I'm popping on live this morning is number one, just to make sure that my audio and my video are all good to go for this afternoon. And number two, because this is still a relatively new horse sale, I just kind of want to touch on the online bidding, the schedule, and all of that jazz. So tack sale today starts at 12 noon, okay? There'll be new and used tack here, 12 noon for the tack sale. That is in-person bidding only. And then at 2 o'clock, we will start on the horses. For those of you watching from out of the area, we are on Central Time here. So right now, as I speak, it is 11:23 in the morning, okay? So if you're watching from that out of the area, we're on Central Time. So again, 2 o'clock live for the horses, and you will be able to bid online for the horses. You can see where the camera is now, the view of the ring, so you'll be able to get a really good look at the horses. You'll hear me, just like you hear me now, reading you the pedigrees and the footnotes on these horses. You have two different options to bid online. You can, of course, watch and bid live in real time, just like you were here, or you can place absentee bids ahead of time, eBay style, and let the computer do the work for you. So both of those are options. This is a catalog horse sale. We've got right around 57 or 8 in the catalog, and then we have after catalog horses as well. You will be able to bid on after catalog horses. So just because a horse wasn't advertised or wasn't listed ahead in the catalog doesn't mean you won't be able to bid online. Of course, those horses won't have any information available for you ahead of time. We'll just be announcing it as they come in the ring. I have a pretty good view here at this sale. So I will, if you're new with me, if you haven't bid with me before, I do my very best to call everything that I can see from up here. Obviously, I can't see everything because I am in the auction block, but lumps, bumps, eye problems, anything like that. If I see it, I'm going to lean over into this microphone and tell you about it, which leads me to my people who might be thinking about the absentee bidding. Let's just say you did place an early absentee bid on a horse and it comes in and it's limping, or it's got a spot in its eye, or they announce it to be a cribber, or there's something that's different than the information you had available ahead. I'm going to take your bid out. Okay. And generally there's a little light next to people's names that let me know if they're watching. So, I can see if you're watching, and I may say something like, hey, John, this horse has got some swelling on its left front down around the fetlock. So I'm going to take your bid out. And if you can see it and you're okay with it, you can replace your bid. Okay. So just know anything that I see that changes stuff when there's an absentee bid in play, I'm going to knock your bid out and let you know what the deal is. You can go right ahead and replace that bid. It happens a lot, like with cribbers. Cribbing is one of those things people can handle or can't. If you're someone that doesn't mind a cribber, then you can just go ahead and replace your bid. If you're like, oh no, that's a deal breaker, then no harm, no foul. I got you out of the game. So that's just a quick synopsis on online bidding. If you bid online, we have transport available pretty much anywhere. You just need to reach out to Lane. His name is right on the Shamrock flyer, or you can certainly text me, and I will get you connected with Lane. We can hook you up with shipping. Layover board is not a problem. We can provide layover board for any horses that need to hang out here a little bit longer for a shipper to pick up. I'm going to go ahead and change your view over to my computer screen just for a minute, just to show you the online catalog. Again, for my new people, for my regular bidders, my folks that have been with me for a while, this is going to be old news to you. So there won't be anything new from here on out for you guys. But for my folks who are new to online bidding, let's just take a look at that online catalog so you kind of have a feel for what you're going to be seeing. So I'm going to change your view. There you go. Now you're looking at my computer screen. So the online bidding link, where do you find it? If you're watching on the Shamrock Livestock horse sale page on Facebook, it is pinned right at the top here, this Good Saturday Morning post. Okay, we're live right there. So here it is. This is, you can click directly on that link to go there, or you can open up your browser window and the address is bid, like you're placing a bid, BID, period, horseauctionsusa.com. This is just letting you guys know that this will be under maintenance in a couple of days, so you can just X out of that, just ignore that. So this is going to bring up all the sales, like our name implies. We're all over the U.S. I was in Kentucky the day before yesterday. So here we are, Shamrock Livestock. You're going to click View Auction. When you do that, it's going to bring up this, and this is basically an index of the horses, okay? So you can kind of go through. When you see one you want to know more about, if they've got a video, it'll tell you. You can click on it, and then you can scroll through the pictures and videos. Like I said, if they've got a video, it'll tell you, it'll play right there for you and give you the information. So any horse you see, this is a real cute horse, strikes your fancy, you can click on their heading and open up their page and read all about them, okay? I'm going to get into my... out of this. There we go. So if you want to register to bid, you'll notice it says register to bid under each and every lot. It does not matter which horse you click under, as long as you're under Shamrock Livestock. You click register to bid. It's going to bring this up. If you've been with me before, doesn't matter at which sale, if you've had a Horse Auctions USA account before, you're going to enter your email and your password here. If you forgot your password, there is a handy dandy reset password link. Now, a word about this, because this is a common problem. So sometimes people click that and they wait a couple, 5-10 minutes and they don't get the reset link. If that happens, text me, okay? 336-904-8903. My phone number is all over the Horse Auctions USA page. Text me that you forgot your password and the email address and your name, and I will reset it for you. 9 times out of 10, what has happened is when you first signed up, there was a typo in the email address. Almost every time that's what happened. So I can get that fixed for you. It is no problem. New users, brand spanking new, you've never had an account, you're not going to put your stuff in here, guys. You're going to go down where it says no account, sign up here. You're going to click on that, enter your information, and continue. You are going to have to enter a credit or a debit card. It's an unfortunate, necessary step. I need to make sure that my online bidders are real live humans. They're over the age of 18 and they can pay for their purchases. When you do that, it's going to give you the terms and conditions. You can kind of read through those. It'll tell you all about them, about the soundness guarantee here. It's a 48-hour soundness guarantee, what it is, what it isn't, all that good stuff. Once you accept those terms and conditions and you register, there is going to be a $500 pre-authorization on your card. It is not a charge. I cannot stress this enough. Your mobile banking is going to pop up a notification that looks like a charge, okay? Do not panic. That's just the way pre-authorizations work. If you actually open up your online banking, you'll see it in there as a pending charge. Every bank shows it a little different. Some will just show a pending charge and then it goes away. Some will show a minus and a plus, that goes on, off and comes back on. It really just depends on your bank. The bottom line is we're not charging you to register, okay? It's just a hold. It's going to fall off automatically on my end. If you don't buy anything, you haven't spent $1, okay? When that hold falls off, again, it's automatic on my end. For most banks, it's the next business day. So this is a Saturday sale, Monday. Some banks will be Tuesday. Please be aware, I have no control over when it falls off on your bank's end, okay? That's all up to your bank. Just know that we lift that hold as soon as the sale is done here. So I'm going to get into my bidder account so you can see what that looks like once you're registered to bid. I'll just kind of show you the bid buttons and all that good stuff. All right, I am registered to bid and I'm logged in, and I know this because my name is up here in the upper right-hand corner, and now all my handy-dandy little registered to bid icons actually say bid, okay? So let's for one moment pretend that it is 2 o'clock and we're going live with the horses. I'm going to click on lot number 1, but for now I'm going to click on this sale information and practice bidding lot. First of all, there's a lot of really good information in this lot, and second of all, this is here for practice bidding. So I'm on the first lot. I see my name up here. I'm logged in. This is the view live. So you click on that, the video, okay? And we start, right? And let's just say the auctioneer is asking for $1,000 on this horse and you're willing to give 1,000. You're going to click once to bid. It says confirm bid. You have not placed your bid yet. Okay, you have to click it again, just like that. Bam. Now you know you're the high bidder. Okay. If you don't click confirm bid, your bid will never come through. We have it that way so there is not accidental bidding. That is never a good thing. We don't want accidental bidding. If you get knocked out, it's going to tell you outbid, bid again, and so on. That's for my live bidders. For those who want to place absentee bids, next to that bid button, you see there's this little drop down arrow. If you click on that, it says create a max bid. You click there, you put your maximum bid amount in. I'm going to put a low one in because I want you guys to play with this lot and see what happens. Place your max bid. So don't be afraid of this. This is what I want you to see. It accepted my bid. It's acknowledging here that I have a maximum of 2,500, but you'll notice that I'm still winning at 1,000. Just because you put in 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, just because you put in a bigger number doesn't mean the computer's just going to whack you in there for that amount. Okay, it's not designed that way. When you max bid, you're asking the computer to work as your agent on your behalf. And so in doing that, the computer wants to keep you in the lead for the lowest possible amount. So I'm going to continue to be the winning bidder at $1,000 a year until one of you comes along and bids, right? And if you bid $1,250, you're going to put me in at $1,500 and so on, okay? It's going to raise your bid incrementally to keep you in the lead. And then if it does happen to get up to your max, it'll send you a notification saying you've been outbid again. I do want to mention use of this option. The obvious time that you would want to use this is if you just can't watch live today, right? Maybe you got to work this afternoon, you got a family function, you're going to be doing something that prevents you. Obviously, this would be a good one. But the less obvious, if you're in an area with poor internet connectivity, like when you go to watch a video, it's always buffering or freezing on you, or if you're going to be using your phone and bidding on the Horse Auctions USA app, and you're going to be in poor service, that's a good time to use this. Here's why. Auction, fast-paced, you got to get your bids in. Once the auctioneer says sold, it's all over, right? So if you're watching from a place with slow internet and you send your bid and it's kind of lagging to get in here and your bid comes in just as the auctioneer has said sold, that's it. It's over and there's not a thing in the world I can do, okay? And it happens almost every sale somewhere. Someone clicks in just a hair too late and it's unfortunate. And I hate to have people miss out on the horse they were looking for. So that absentee bid is a pretty handy feature for that situation, right? So if you're in rural America, you might struggle with the internet. That's a good option. What a lot of my bidders do, who this applies to, is they'll place those absentee bids and then they'll still watch live. Okay, just because you placed an absentee bid doesn't mean that you can't get in there when you're live and change it or up it or whatever you want to do. Okay, it's just kind of a little fail safe to have. When can you register? Obviously, registration's open right now, so you can go ahead and get registered. I would strongly suggest you register before 2, and that way if you have a problem or a hiccup, I'm free to help you. Once we start at 2 o'clock, I'm up here reading pedigrees and running computers, and I can't really answer my phone. So I can still help you, but it's usually by text, and it's slow going, okay? So while you can register in the middle of the sale, it doesn't matter if we're 20, 30, 40 horses in, yeah, you can still register then. I do recommend you register before we start. I'm going to go ahead and change your screen back to look at the ring just to see if I've got any questions. And if we don't, I'm going to get out of your hair. And just know that we'll be back live at 2 o'clock. Wherever you're watching now, you'll be able to watch at 2 o'clock. But you cannot bid on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, you got to bid on Horse Auctions USA. There is a solid 20-second-ish delay, at least on Facebook, and I believe on YouTube as well. That's because they buffer their feed, so it's nice and crisp for you, which is great for watching, but terrible for bidding. Okay. You can also watch on Horse Auctions USA without an account. Like if you just want to watch on the app or on the website, you don't have to have a bidder account to watch, okay? You could just go to the website, click view live and watch. But you do need an account if you want to register to bid. Again, my name is Bridget. The phone number is 336-904-8903. If you have any problems or questions, I'll be posting pictures on the Shamrock Livestock Facebook page. If you're not on here and following it already, this is what it looks like. Head on over, give it a like and a follow, maybe even a share. We'd sure appreciate it. There's some pictures from around the barn this morning. I'm going to, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go out and take some more just to kind of give you some candid shots from around the barn. A lot of times there's horses that didn't get pictures in. Sometimes there's horses that are super, super nice in person and maybe their original picture didn't kind of do them justice. Like, for example, this guy right here, lot number 1, he is gorgeous in person, and his picture is okay, you know what I mean? But it doesn't do him a bit of justice. Like, he's very handsome in person. So keep an eye on the page for those. Thank you, everybody. Once again, Happy New Year. And